welcome back. Happy Sunday. Glad you guys are here. We're actually starting a new series on the book of Psalm, specifically Psalm 23. This is the most quoted psalm in the Bible. I'm sure most of you know it. You've definitely at least heard it. So we're going to take the next few weeks and we're going to try to memorize all of Psalm 23. And at the end, I have a couple fun little tips on how to memorize. But first, let's dig in. Oh, and if you film yourself or your parents film you, take a video of yourself reciting the psalm once you've memorized it and send it to Marie, Miss Marie Rainey. You can email it to her or text it to her. She will mail you a fun little prize. My kids in the background are going, yes. So from Miss Marie, some fun little snail mail. So let's read Psalm 23. This is written by David, and it is about how God is our shepherd and we are his sheep. So Psalm 23 reads, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." So Psalm 23 is 6 verses. We're going to talk today about verse 1. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want." Some translations say, "I shall not want." There's several different areas in the Bible, places in the Bible, where it talks about God being our shepherd and we are his sheep. Another place is in John 10, and actually the whole chapter is titled "The Shepherd and His Flock," and it talks about how the shepherd guides us and leads us, and if we stay with him, he will guide us in the right direction. We will know his voice as his sheep, so we can trust it and we can follow it. And because it's 6 verses, an easy way to kind of memorize it is just do verse by verse, break it down and just memorize, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." That's one. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." And then break it down and memorize verse 2 and so on and so forth. You could even do a verse a day and have it memorized in a week. Another fun way is if you have a sibling or somebody, your parents, somebody you're trying to memorize it with, you say one part and they say the other. "The Lord is my shepherd." Kids, Mila would say, "I shall not want." And then I would say, "He makes me lie down in green pastures." And then she would say the next part. So you kind of tag team it, and the next thing you know, you've learned the whole thing together. So that's another really fun way to do it. And again, once you've done it, send a video to Marie and she'll send you a fun little gift. This is a super easy little craft that was part of the lesson. And
the marble foam.
Little maze. This is just a piece of foam that we had left over. You could use cardstock. I don't know how heavy your ball, if it's too heavy, it probably would bend in a little bit, but you make a little maze, add some fun little obstacles, add some holes, and it says to use a rolled up piece of foil. I was out of foil, so we used a marble. Do you want to try this? So you're holding it still and you're guiding it along the path through the obstacle. Can you see the marble, Reese?
But
Yeah.
how do you not get it through the holes?
You can get it in the holes if you want.
It'll fall, but you could.
Earlier when we were practicing this, we actually made it almost all the way through, didn't we, Reese?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay.
So the purpose of this is to show that if this was laying here and the marble was just sitting there, maybe if the paper's bent a little bit, the marble's going to move, but eventually it's going to settle. Maybe if there's a huge gust of wind or something, it's going to take off moving. But without guidance and being led, we're not going anywhere. The marble's not going to go anywhere. So the symbolism in that is we need the Lord for guidance, and we need him to lead us in the right way to the end goal. So kind of a fun little reminder. Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Try it. Let's get a video of Mila doing it really quick. Go for it, girl.
Oh,
You can get around that ring.
almost.
Hey, you made it through the hole. So I hope you guys make that super fun, super easy, and a good reminder that the Lord guides us and He is our shepherd and we are His sheep. Love you guys. See you in a few weeks. Bye.